everyone. This is Elizabeth. This is me today. I will probably be freaking out over the littlest stuff. Just so you know, it may cause a scream here and there. We've been attacked. We've been attacked by bees. And not the nice bees, where you can just calmly and safely catch them in a jar and let them back outside. No, we've been attacked by yellow jackets. And by we, I mean me. Only me. Only me. And so I had super bad anxiety yesterday. This morning was twice as bad. They got into my bedroom somehow, and we thought we got them all. We sealed up the window and everything. But then there's like 1, 2, 3. I killed so many bees. But I've been stung by 3 bees for a total of 5 times. 2 bees stung me twice. I've got a little bit going on here. But this one, this bee sting, I got stung right there. This one hurts. This one hurts. So I'm in a little bit of a paranoia state. But I did get some sleep because the husband got some dryer sheets. You guys are asking why do we need a dryer sheet? I don't know what it is, but yellow jackets don't like dryer sheets. Yeah. So the thing is, the first bee stung me at almost 8 o'clock in the morning. The next 2 at 6 o'clock in the morning. 6 o'clock in the morning, I get stung. And I bruised myself trying to grab it because it was in my pajama. Like, how rude is that? Nobody invited you into my pajama. So I bruised myself trying to catch it. I got 2 bruises trying to catch it so I could take my pajama off. And I killed it. I found its body. And then I went to go take a shower because I was hurting and freaking out. And then my son opened his bedroom door and it scared the crap out of me. I screamed so loud. And he's like, "Did you get stung again?" I'm like, "Yes!" But yeah, so this one got stung twice. There's a dot there and a dot there. I got 2 on my back. Those aren't too bad, but this one, oh, this one hurts. This one hurts. Yeah. My man. Look at my man. So we've been married. What did Pam tell us? Pam told us we've been married. She did the mathing for us the other day. 14 years. 14 years. But let's go say hello to peoples. Let's go say hello to Glow. How are you doing? PJB Stampa. How are you? Jenna. Chew, hi. Thanks for popping back in. Autumn Arette. My lovely, how are you doing? Maddie, the emptiness. Scrapra. Cordelia, my friend, I hope you're feeling a little bit better today. Okay, 14 years, yes. So, you guys, I did something last night that I want to do again because it was a lot of fun. It was a little bit weird. No, stressful? No, I don't know. It took a long time. August 13th. So we're a little bit past, but I want to do something with these photos because I found them. So I was like, let's do something. But this is what I want to do. Not exactly, but you'll see. You guys. So on TikTok Tuesdays, I do scrapbooking stuff. So I did, well, I don't know. I might have did this with you guys. Because we now do a scrapbooking here on one Wednesday. One Wednesday a month on the YouTubes. But if you want to see more scrapbooking, you got to come hang out with me on the TikToks. because I can be there for a very long time. But look what I did last night. It's so big. It is a 18 by 24 piece that I cut down to 12 by 12, but I painted the whole big thing. And then I made this. This is like my prototype, so it's not fabulous. It doesn't move smoothly because I made it too short, and I had to add some unicorn help. Yes, Cordelia is starting to bounce back. That's fabulous. But so I want to do this but yeah. So these are photos that somebody took of some wild horses, either in Washington or Oregon, because yeah, Dad used to camp around Washington and Oregon. But look at the little horse. You can't see, it's hard, but there are horses, wild horses. So I want to do this. I want to do this with my those other things. I want to do that waterfall with these. So we're going to do that. That's what we're going to do. We might need a bigger piece of paper because we need the length of it to be longer, right? And we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 photos. 8 photos. So first things we're going to do, first things first, let's go through them. Look at my 2 little munchkins. Oh, they're so cute. So that is the ceremony. That is after the ceremony. No, that is just before. So that's just before. That is after. That one is the same as that one. So we'll probably use that one. And then, so that breaks it down to less photos. And that is the ceremony. And this is over here. Okay. So we're going to do the ceremony first. That's us walking up to first. And then we'll do these after. And we'll do this one. And then we'll do that one. I probably have more photos somewhere, but it'll be fine. It'll be fine. Oh, your husband's sick too? Thank you, Maddie. Okay, so we need to clean up our edges because these have been floating around and they're just something I printed. So we're gonna clean up the edges. So we need a chopping device. So let's do some cleaning up. And we're just gonna clean up these edges. I don't want to take too much off. I'm just going to take enough to get the edges pretty. We want some pretty edges. Oh, like that one wasn't even. Let's try that. There we go. So we're going to flip them upside down. And it doesn't matter if they're all the same size. We'll get the size adjustment via the backing. You know what I mean. You know what I mean. Maybe. Maybe you do. Maybe you don't. Aside from Maddie, I know Maddie does some scrapbooking. Anybody else do any scrapbooking? And if you scrapbook, do you scrapbook photos or do you scrapbook non-photo items? He's generally healthier than you? Oh, you know you're not supposed to share the germs. You know, right? Girlfriend, don't share the germs. hopefully you'll both be better. And may that be... I'm not going to cut this side because it's already that. But I'm going to cut that again because I don't know what happened there. Oh, it's pinching. Well, that's rude. What was that? Thank you. That was it was like that wedding dress was over my budget. But I still bought it anyways. I still have that dress. That dress is in the closet, but it's got some yellowy stuff on it or something. Okay, that really upsets me. Why is it doing that? It's alright. We'll figure it out. Just a couple more. We're just shaving off these white bits. Because trimmer technology, right? Although this one, I don't know what it's doing. It's like being bad. There's like a hitch right there. I don't know. It's not terrible. It's not terrible. We'll live with it. And it doesn't do it all the time. That is the weirder thing, right? It did it there, but not the first one. And it did it there. That's alright. That's alright. Look, we have shavings. They go in the garbage. Okay, so we're done with that trimmer. We need this trimmer. This trimmer, because we want good edges for our next bit. Okay, we're gonna look for our biggest one, which looks like it might be this one right here. Okay, we're gonna take this one, and then we're gonna get some of our paper that Ms. Pam has sent us in shades of green, and we're gonna decide what, because you can't have one shade of green. Can't. Ooh, look at that. No, what just happened? Camera. Are you the next to go? Yes, you are. Let's fix you. I made one scrapbook before. It was the first year of my daughter's life. Aw, Terry Cooper. Thank you. Okay, we have that back. I don't know why that camera froze. Okay. Yeah, I've made a few scrapbooks in my time. My first ones were of postage stamps, which we'll get back into that, I think. But look at that green. Look at that one. That one matches so nicely. I think that one's spring leaf. I'll pull out 2 pieces because I don't know how many we'll need. And then we're going to that matches really nice, but we need a separation color. Oh, look at that. Do we like that one? I like that one, but do we like it better than... This one's a little bit lighter than that one, I think. Or they're the same. I don't know. I like the darker one. I like the darker one. Because it matches the trees a little bit more. So we're going to do, because it's my wedding, we're going to do plenty of slam books. Terry Cooper, I don't know what a slam book is. If you're on Discord, you can share it. Or if you're on Facebook, you can post it on Facebook in Chat with Sassy's Crafty Friends. I want to know what a slam book is. Somebody send me a link. Somebody send me a link. I need to know what this slam book... Not like I need to do one, right? Oh, we might need more of that green. We might need a couple. Because we're backing and then backing, right? That's what we're doing. Back it up, back it up. We got two of those, and we're going to set those aside. Set it aside, set it aside. Okay, so first we're going to back everybody in this. And this one might have the smallest, but we're going to try and get... We're going to unify their size with our backings. So all of our backing pieces are all going to be the same size, even if the photos are not. Because we need unified sizes to do this waterfall. And we're going to take this and we're going to say that this is almost 4. So basically 4 and almost 3. So if we do 3 by 4 and a, let's do 4. Oh no, wait, what was that? Yeah, almost 4. So not quite a quarter. So we're gonna go to not quite 4 1/4. Not quite. Oh, that's nice. And then, let me see what that was. Was that 3? I think that was 3. Yeah, we're going to do 3. Let's see how that looks. Oh, that's nice. That's nice. And then, yeah, we're going to need quite a few. 3, Elizabeth. Okay, so this is a spare, and we save our spares. Save the spares! Then we're gonna debate if we can get... We're gonna go this way, I think, which is fine. We're gonna cut the 3. We're going to get 2 more. Okay. And then we're going to, what did I say? Not quite 4 1/4. Which we'll put this one here as our little guide. Do 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 do. Not quite to that dot. Not quite to that dot. Chatty chat Discord. Thank you. Thank you. Okay, there's that. Oh wait, that's a good size. That's a good size. Not quite to the dot. There's that. There's that. Perfect. Not quite to the dot. Said not quite to. Thank you. And then, because you can use alcohol-based things and then clean them off with alcohol-based, or you can use water-based and clean it off with water. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. and I think we need, what, 2 more? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I need 1 more. That sucks. 1 more. I think if we'd have cut it the other way, I don't know. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's all right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay. So we're gonna cut this one at 5.5. Why? Just makes me happy. Okay. And then we're gonna cut this to 4.25. Why? Because this becomes a full panel that I can use another day, right? So then I'll get my 3 by whatever I need out of this piece. 3 and then not quite to the dot. And look at that. Okay. So there's my 7th piece, and then I've got some scrap-ins. Scrap-ins! And look at it. That scrap-in is almost the same size as that scrap-in. And then I can put those back with its papers, so I have them for next time, but not these ones. Not these ones. And we're going to get ourselves a back for this. This is what we're doing. Okay. Get that thrown away. Get that thrown away. And then we're going to see where we want this to be. If we do 3 1/4, 3 1/4, 3 1/4, does that look good? That does, but should have probably turned it the other way, and that's okay. I do stuff like this all the time. We can't be perfect, and then we do not quite 4.5. Not quite 4.5. Oh, that's nice. So we're gonna get our cleaning solution. A little bit cleaning solution. This is a little bit of alcohol with some water, and we're gonna clean up that dot. Let's get the pure alcohol. Pure alcohol, 99%. Clean my dot. There. Dot is cleaned. Then we're going to take this one and we're going to put it right there. And we're going to be careful not to touch our paper. There we go. There's our dot. Okay, so let's cut this one to the bigger size first and see how many we can get out of that one. And then we said 3 and what? 3 1/4. Definitely not gonna get as many out of this one, and that's okay, you guys. You can use the leave-over pieces for other things. There's 3. That one's too short. This one will be fine. I need to cut the 3 1/4 first, I do believe, right there. And then we're gonna take this little die right up to there, and then that one will be short, which is fine, because then you can find smaller things. I don't know. Delise, hello. You're lurking. Okay, done with my pre-chopping. Nummy. So apple doesn't turn brown, right? Sending lots of hugs in the kitchen. Okay, so those are our small pieces, and we managed to get 4 out of that one. That's not bad. And we're gonna get 4 more, and we're gonna do the big side first. We're gonna do that right there. 4, 5, 6, 7, because I only need 3 more, right? And then 3 1/4. 1, 3 1/4. Let's do this one. Corner was chopped. 2. We're gonna do the big one. Yeah, I think we'll do it this way. I don't know if it's any better, but we're gonna do it this way. No. Do we want to do it that way? Yeah, I don't know. I'm not a paper wizard. I'm a paper collector. And then 3 1/4. And I think this will be extra, but it'll be fine. Oh, 3 1/4. It'll be fine. Wait, what is that? Oh, it's 5 1/4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We're gonna leave this one alone because that actually might make a big panel. Okay, now we assemble. We assemble these pieces. Okay, we got that. We got these, and then we got these, which I think I knocked them out of order. So we're gonna put our alcohol away. Put your alcohol away. Don't drink it. Ugh. Drinky soda. Okay. How do we want to do this? I don't even know. We're just gonna do this. Can't even get a hold of it. Get a grip. Get a grip, lady. Photo 1. And we're just gonna eyeball center because I have nothing better to do about that. Eyeball. It's fine. I like the assembly line. So I'm gonna do all of these parts to these parts, because that's what assembly lining is. One thing at a time, my friends. You can do it however you like. But when you get going and all the things are supposed to be like one way, you get a little bit quicker. Oops. Assembly, got the notification for Simon. Wait, what? Okay. I probably won't be done in 30 minutes. But I'll try. I'll try. Nope. I am 1 short. How did we manage that? Somebody can't count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Somebody can count. Somebody just moved it to the wrong pile. Don't. I just did it again. Don't put it in the wrong pile. Don't put it in the wrong pile. I do have the ability to redirect to Mr. Simon Hurley, so we will do that. And of course, you guys can click the Simon YouTube, I think is how it is, Simon YouTube, because I took out the other one, although it was funny. I took out the other one. Okay, so we've got those all nice and good, and you guys can go check it out. Can't wait to see what he's up to. And I want to thank Anna Moret. She said here and buy some new Simon Hurley stuff, which is on its way, you guys. I ordered mine from Ranger because I had a 20% off coupon with Ranger because of my points. And they had free shipping on orders over X amount, which the items that I purchased put me that way. So I've got some new Simon Hurley stuff coming, the new Halloween stuff, and I bought 2 new blank pads. I got one of each because on the felt ones, I still need to put a couple of the new colors in there. And on the foam one, I was wondering the other day how it would work if we put dots on the foam pad instead of straight lines. And for $6, I said, let's try it. So I bought a foam pad to put dots on. Dots of color. Then I just need to decide what color family I'm going to do. And I'm kind of thinking I want to do like browns, spots of brown. Like maybe it could be, I don't know. Anyways, that's my mind has been. And I keep thinking about it. So that's what we had to do. We had to buy the pad so we could put dots on it. Just look it. Doesn't that just elevate it? The layerings. Ugh. Gotta love it. So I have a felt pad that I'm going to put one of the new colors on. I think, I don't know. Oops. Wait. Did you see that? I almost put that on there. That would not have been good. Brown, like, it'll be more interesting, but yeah, browns, like the ground, dirts and animals with spots, maybe, I don't know. I thought it would be interesting to see how it would swiper. Jay, Craft by Jay, sir, how are you doing? Okay, so we have this, okay, and now they're uniformed, okay, even though the pictures aren't all exactly the same size. That one goes in the back, that one, and that one, and that one, and then that's the cake. This is, I'm gonna start with this one, and then we're gonna do this one, and then these, and then the little barbecue one. Okay. So the next thing we need to do is we need to make a strip. Keep the clothes on. Well, it's your house. You do whatever you want, right? Swipe or no swiping. Okay, so I need a strip that we're gonna put the score lines into to make the pulley thingy. Technical words. Pulley thingy. I'm going to go get a piece of watercolor paper because my watercolor paper is long. Wait. I have a piece because I cut for the other one. Okay. So, I don't know how long I need it, but this piece is starting out at 15. This is starting out at 15. It may not be long enough. Oh my God, now I heard, and now there are unicorns, not uniform. What? Where's the unicorns? I don't see unicorns. Sharon! Hello, hello. Making supper. Why are we not making... Because this is Scrapbook Wednesday. Next Wednesday, we will be watercoloring, and I've got my picture already picked out. Next Wednesday, we're going to be watercoloring. We're going to do a practice run, and then we're going to actually paint on a card. So, yeah. So, we cut these at almost 4.5, remember? But our jig needs to be the same width as our card. So, we're going to take a pencil, and we're going to put a little mark there. Okay? Then we're going to go back here, grab our T-ruler, and we're going to put it right at that mark, and we're going to draw that up. No, we're not. Apparently, because, yes, normally the first Wednesday of the month is wheel day, but Deborah was here. Or I did it. I don't know. Was it here? Okay, why is that not straight? I think that other end of the paper is all crooked or something. First Wednesday of the month is our wheel of brands and materials. I forgot the other ruler. I needed them both. T-ruler to make a straight line, metal ruler to become the cutting. Yeah, I was on sabbatical. Yes, I tried to be here and then I wasn't. Can we get this done? I don't think so, guys. But I'm going to stay and finish. You guys, if you want to go run and see Mr. Simon Hurley at 8 o'clock, I totally understand. But I will be redirecting after. Okay. Then we're gonna just okay. There's that. And then what we're gonna do is we're gonna knock stuff over. We're going to find our line. It's not going to be perfect because I went in a little bit, and that's okay. And then we're going to save this for our belly band because we need to make a belly band too. So we're going to hang on to that. Okay, so then the first thing we do is you kind of go from the bottom up. Go from the bottom up. This is going to be your first card, okay? That's going to be your first card. Your first card needs to be glued to the bottom, okay? To the bottom. And at that point, right there, okay, this will be the back side. So we can draw all of our lines and be okay. And I put that stupid ruler away. I forgot. Oh, we'll get the little baby one out. Okay. So, this is our photo. Photo goes here. Straight down glued. First one. First photo. Okay. That's going to be the top. Or, no, this will be, sorry, my bad. This will be your last photo. Look at that. Last photo. So if we do this, but they're all the same size, right? Because then the next photo is going to go here, and the next one is going to go here. Okay? So your last photo goes here, and every ½ inch, you could do a ½ inch. That's what I did, But because these are smaller, yeah, you know what? I don't know how I feel. So I'm going to do not quite a half an inch. So what is that? That is 1, 2, 3. I don't know. And then 1, 2, 3. 1, 2. Nope. 1, 2. Nope. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Right? Okay, and then I'm just gonna do it this way. Hold on a sec. My brain is not braining very well. So I marked my ruler for the distance. And so this is number 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I think we need one more, which would be here to here. Okay. Sometimes. Don't worry about me. We'll figure it out. Why does that not look straight? Is it just me? Oops, that one I missed. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, so I need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 score lines. 7 photos, 7 score lines. We can do this. And then we're going to get our scoreboard. And we're going to score these bad boys. But I just need to move it so that my score line actually lines up somewhere. That was a little crooked. Nope. Stay put. Stay put. Okay. And then you crease those creases because that's going to be your pulling thingy. Ooh, look, we have a good amount. We have a good amount to play with. So, we just need that to do the roly-poly thingy. And then we start gluing. Glue it. Glue it down. So we're going to start with our last photo. In our last photo, we want fully adhered. Okay. The last photo is fully adhered. And we have a little bit of stickage. Lasagna! I'm not a lasagna fan. Too many people put too much cheese in it. I said it. I said what I said. Lasagna. 3/8. Thank you, Pam. 3/8. On my big photos, I did a 1/2 inch. On the big one, I just did 1/2 inch. Because it just made me feel better. Okay, then the next thing is when you're gluing, you don't want your paper over the bend, right? So the bend needs to be there a little bit. And so it's off just a hair, and that's fine. It could be off just a hair. So then I'm going to take some tape, tapey tape, and I'm going to put it between the creases, not going over anywhere. Not going over anywhere. And staying between my lines because I don't want to go over the lines at all. And you could do this for card making. You can do this on like a little 1-inch scale. So you could put little messages on the little waterfally bits. That's what the video I watched did. She did like a little 2-inch square, something like that, and then turned it into like a little note system. So you could pull for different messages. But you could put little critters on them and do all the things. Okay, burnish and peel. Start at the bottom. Oops, no. Don't peel up my paper. No, you need to stay. I just need the backing. Thank you. Sticky stuff stays. We just need the backer. And this was I was supposed to turn this over, but I didn't. And you can see that it's fine. It's fine. It doesn't matter. Okay, so then we go to our next photo. And again, we're going to make sure that we do not go over our bendy. That one goes there. Then we go here. And we're just making sure our photos are right side up. But you're starting at the bottom. Okay, starting at the bottom. We could have got away with a 1/2 inch too, I think. That one's a little off. That one is like, I don't know what happened. Anyways, the things. If we'd have done a 1/2 inch, they probably would set a little bit flatter. Okay. So this is our pulling piece. Okay. So we need this piece to stay put. We need this piece to stay put. And in order to get this piece to stay put, we need something to hold it, right? So that is where our little belly band comes in. And it's not too tricky. It's not too tricky. I thought it was at first, but it's fine. Now, our belly band needs to go from behind all the way to the front, okay? So, you're gonna remember what this is. We'll say 4 1/4, right? So, 4 1/4. 4 1/4, so that's 2 1/8. 2 1/8. And then 4 1/4. And then off of that, 2 1/8. Okay, so I made 3 little marks right there. Those are going to be our little fold lines. Okay. And then I just need to cut this part. What? What? Oh, my measurement's like way off. But that's okay. You guys, crap happens. Crap happens. So there's my first fold. We'll put our second fold right there. We'll try this again. Don't worry. And then we'll cut. We're going to cut just right there. Scissors! Scissors. Because again, it doesn't have, this part doesn't have to be perfect. Okay? We just need the 2 arms. Okay? No glue. Okay? We're going to set that down. We're going to put that there. This is going to go here. But you know what? We need to shorten this up just a little bit. I almost forgot. I messed this up the last time. We only want like a 1 inch. We only want like a 1 inch thingamabobbin. So we're going to come in here. And we're going to cut this down by 1 inch. To 1 inch. Whatever. You know what I mean. Okay. So this little band. Noodles. Noodles mean over there. Noodles. So noodles. Yeah, what does noodles mean over there? You can hold the cheese. Thanks. But, so these little pieces. Okay. We need glue on the top, not underneath. This has to move. Okay. So we cannot put any glue on this. This has to do this. Okay. So you don't want it super tight. Okay. You can adjust your little fold a little bit so that you've got a little bit of wiggle room. But we need glue across this. In which case I'm just going to use my big roll of double stick tape. And I'm putting it on the top. This is the important part. Okay. This is the important part. Putting it on top. You cannot put it underneath or else it's not going to do its thing. And we need it to do its thing. Are you ready? Ready? And then, okay. So now the next thing is we need this glued to the edge of this one. This is our first photo we glued down, right? They all glued. So this is going to come all the way down. Okay. And we're going to, we don't want that band sticking out, and ours is kind of crooked. It'll be fine. Okay. So that's going to be as close to the end as possible. Now we've created this slidey mechanism. Look at that. And we can hold it at the mechanism. Okay. Hold it at the mechanism and we'll be able to do this. Okay. Isn't that cool? I know. Now, if you're putting it in a book like I did, I put mine in a book. You only put glue on the back of the band. So that gets glued down and then it stays put. Now, we'll have to finish decorating this later, but I just wanted to show you guys. Like, look at how fabulous that is. Okay. But what we're gonna have to figure out next is, like, when this is all the way pulled up, like, we have all of this space. So if I put a little line under there, okay. Or measure, whatever, you're gonna measure, and you can put, we can paint right here, we could leave a message right here, okay, and then when it's closed, if we do a very light line right here, we would know that the space between here and there is our secret. This is our secret space. And so you could put anything you want in there and then do a fun thing. The video lady, she did like a point. Like you could do all sorts of stuff. And you can shorten this. It doesn't have to be this long, right? Because you just need enough to grip. So we can shorten this, do some things. I have to think on it for a while. I'm not sure what I'm going to do. But that is it. And I'll show you what it looks like in the book. Now, in the book, your waterfall has to be on the outside. So my page is loosey-goosey in there, right? This is on this side. And see our pull right here? And this is what happened. I didn't make it long enough, and so I had to glue two pieces together. And that's why mine kind of sticks right here. And we're not sad about it, because we learned from it. We learned to start with a bigger piece of paper. Start with a bigger piece of paper. So yeah. And that's what it's going to look like. And it is just, so I could even pull this apart, right? Because it's only the band that is holding this on the plastic. And that's what we did. So you can do big, you can do medium, and you can do teeny weeny. Okay? But look at how cute. And then again, like I said, you would just glue this down and you would have your waterfall. Isn't that cute? So cute. I like it, but I don't know what to do with the rest of it. But we did that part. I'll have to show my husband, because I think he'll like that too. And you know, I have ribbon still from my wedding. My dress, I use that. We'll have to incorporate the ribbon into the pulling system. Do like a bow or something. And then do like a scallopy or something. But let's get us redirected to Mr. Simon Hurley. He's probably just started. YouTube. I need to go to studio, and I need to do content, and I need to do the live, and this one, and customization, redirect, there's that, and then save our changes. All right, my friends. So I want to thank you guys for hanging out with me. We're going to redirect, which means I'm not going to do the outro. So I'm going to say goodbye, and then you should get a little redirect notification and send you right on over. Anyways, and we'll finish this. We'll finish this on Pattern Paper Monday. I'll put a note on this. Next Pattern Paper Monday, we're going to do something. We're going to make a pattern paper for this. All right. We'll see you guys over in Simon's